So the original LAP consisted of three tasks: a design investigation, a SHE task, and a non-test SAT. The structure and assessment criteria for these assignments were good, however, we decided to amend them to better fit into real-world scenarios while developing SACE Thrive capabilities.
The original design investigation involved the effect of exercise on heart rate. While this is a real-world example of biomechanical cause and effect, we decided to alter our investigation to something more relevant.
So we decided to minimise the spread, technological and scientific advances, and proposing interventions or solutions to real-world concerns.
Current stage 1 biology students grew up in the COVID-19 era when there was a huge focus on minimising the spread. Students were involved in lockdowns, mandatory masks, and QR check-in codes for traceability. We thought an investigation into the transmissibility of microorganisms would give students a scientific context to why these initiatives were introduced during the pandemic. Gaining an understanding on the spread of microorganisms and how to minimize this gives students knowledge that can be applied in the real world for their own safety and the safety of their community.
Students are also living through a time of tremendous change and growth in biological technologies. It will be important for them to understand and be open to these new technologies and designs, as they will likely have a lot to do with them in their future. The real life component of the SHE task and also the non-test SAT is important for students to develop the ability to communicate their scientific knowledge and ideas, especially in the future as they take their experiences and will become leaders in the community.
The design investigation incorporates all 4 investigation, analysis, and evaluation criteria for stage 1. Students are required to evaluate a problem, complete a practical component, and analyze their data to draw conclusions. Through the entire investigation, students are required to critically design and then evaluate the method and design on their prac, as well as the variables involved. This covers all IAE. Knowledge and application criteria 1 and 4 are addressed through the entire report, particularly the introduction and evaluation. In these areas, students are needed to display sound understanding and knowledge of the concept of microorganisms, transmissibility, and hygiene. Students will need to convey their ideas, results, and analysis with appropriate scientific language and conventions.
The SHE task incorporates 1, 3, and 4 of the knowledge and application criteria. It's based on the idea that students have a voice in their own life and present an opportunity for them to explore the development of new technologies and advancements that impact society's health and well-being, but more specifically, potentially their own health and well-being. The SHE task also includes the opportunity to use appropriate scientific language and representations, which is also the same for the non-test SAT, which incorporates investigation, analysis, and evaluation number 3. Through students' investigation of conclusions drawn on their chosen topic, and all of the knowledge and application criteria are incorporated in this task.
The design investigation has been amended to include the evaluation and analysis of a class dataset. This is incorporated in order to address the Sharing Success Thrive capability. The class dataset also allows students to recognize the way of thinking of their peers, provide positive feedback, ultimately building a collaborative environment where the success of other students' investigations are shared. The Stretching Mind Thrive capability is heavily incorporated into the design investigation, as students need to investigate and understand complex real-world problems. The investigation aims to allow students to make a link from these scientific factors to public health. This is where the why question is addressed and the Stretch Minds capability is developed.
The Stretch Mind Thrive capability is also heavily incorporated into the SHE task and the non-test SAT, as students are using their agency to choose a topic that interests them, as well as delving into the topic beyond just defining it. They also need to look at both sides of the topic, both positive and negative, which can be challenging, and this also leads into the Embrace Perspectives Thrive element, as students need to be aware and acknowledge many different perspectives and develop a scientific argument utilising and acknowledging all views.
Students can start to see how they are a part of what they are investigating. The topics are relevant to their lives and something that they are living through. They are learning how to be active participant in their own lives and how to have a voice in their communities. This encourages belonging in their communities and also encourages passion and interest in scientific aspects of their own lives.